Hey guys, I'm just here to tell you guys about World of Warcraft 64-bit. If you didn't know about it, it exists. It's currently in its development stages, so it is open to the public. Anybody can use it, but obviously it's not fully supported, which can cause problems in some cases, and in most cases it increases performance on 64-bit OSs only, of course. If you're not sure if you have a 64-bit OS, you can click on the start menu, right click on computer and go down to properties. If this says 64-bit operating system, you're pretty much clear to run it. However, there are a few things I'd like to state. If you have less than 4 gig of RAM, you're not going to notice any difference whatsoever. So pretty much if you got 4 gig to 8 gig or higher, definitely use the 64-bit World of Warcraft. You get the most performance out of it. You can pretty much just get that by going 64-bit. Let's see if I can type bit instead of butt. Alright, so we got the WoW. Okay, so there's obviously definitely the Battle.net website, so we'll just go there and okay, here we are. Okay, so obviously Blue Post, World of Warcraft website. It does appear to be the European side, but that's perfectly fine. Blah blah blah, 64-bit Mac, blah blah blah. So you can do it with Windows and Mac. So all you have to do is click on the link and download it, and then copy the files here into your World of Warcraft. See, I'm using a second screen, so you wouldn't have seen the files here into your World of Warcraft folder. I have already done that. However, I am not going to do it right now so that I can show you one of the bugs. After you've been using the WoW 64-bit for a while and a new patch comes out, and you go to run WoW, and the launcher comes up and it goes, updating, Blizzard updater failed with internal error. Okay, basically this means you need to delete your 64-bit files. So obviously anything in here you'd have to remove from this folder. So we'll just go ahead and do that now. So Battle.net 64-bit, go down, World of Warcraft, and movie proxy. Just go ahead and delete those, and then run the launcher again. So, and then yeah, so it'll obviously, in this case, data corruption detected, repairing the game, skip, and then initializing, applying non-critical updates. Okay, up here in the game preferences, there is a launch 32-bit client. That is grayed out at the moment because the files have been deleted. So obviously that's up to date and we'll play now. Once that loads, we'll just close it down again. And yeah, hopefully I can do it before you see my email address. Ha 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 ha. This is taking a little bit longer to load because this is on my hard drive and not my SSD drive, so I don't use this copy, which is why it was out of date. Okay, so obviously that ran, and now we just copy the new 64-bit files which we got from the website for the latest patch, and run the launcher again. Now up here in options, then game preferences, you'll notice that that is no longer ticked or grayed out. that means it will now run in 64-bit. To check whether it runs in 64-bit or not is quite simple. Down in the left hand corner here you will see 64-bit version. Obviously after you accept all this stuff. And there we go, release 64-bit. So that's for the latest patch, blah blah blah. I'm not actually going to log in right now, but a few things you'll notice with 64-bit is that your game will run faster. Given the fact that in the 32-bit version, games couldn't use more than 3 gig of RAM until it was patched, and then it didn't do it properly. When you use a 64-bit on a 64-bit OS with a 64-bit processor, it is faster, much faster. It uses all the RAM and it uses everything correctly. However, one thing it doesn't use 100% correctly is all of the processors. So if you have an i5 or i7 or anything like that, you will not get the best you can out of World of Warcraft, which is what I'm going to show you how to do in our next video. See ya.